as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette running right. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs. They have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Brady. Caught on the slant. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. These two teams all tied after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, now Carr. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. On play action, now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from inside the 5. Fournette running out of the gun. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clyde Edwards, 29 yards. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Brady's throw there complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing his Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Brady going to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw, Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Brady. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Brady to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes.